Taking a look at the 76ers, the 7th best record through the regular season. But, Grant, that position is more perilous than in years past.
Well, B.A., what was once an automatic ticket to face the 2nd seed has become this. They've got to win one of the next 2 games to escape elimination.
Bane, the pass to Banchero. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Embiid. Outside Maxey. 4-3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Here's Orlando. And here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Carter inside. The 3 is up. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist by Carter.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Pass to Barlow. Embiid against Carter. And the basket by Embiid.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Suggs outside. And there's a pick. Wagner for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Up and in on the layup. Embiid's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Outside Carter. From deep, Bane hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Back to Maxey. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Orlando has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Suggs. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Wagner for 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. He's checked by Carter. And the basket by Embiid. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Banchero. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Yeah, this is why you throw it Carter Jr.'s way. He is solid at slamming it down.
Pass to Barlow. The 3 from Edgecombe. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. And here tonight, Grammy Award winner Diplo.
Well, he went to college in Philadelphia. Now, he didn't grow up with a local NBA team in Mississippi, so he adopted the Sixers, and they have adopted him back.
Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. Maxey against Suggs. Shot clock at 6. Outside Maxey for 3. George, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, George with a steal. Here's Grimes. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. On the wing, Bane. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Suggs. And it goes! As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Magic?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
The free throw off from Suggs. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Now here's Wagner. Yet to see a basket. No good with a layup.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Embiid. The three from Edgecombe. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Outside Carter. Now here's Bane. Back to Carter. Pass to Bane. Count that one. Bane's got 5.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Here's Edgecombe. 9 points for him in his last game. George's shot is off. Carter with it. Orlando moving the ball around. Ben Carroll passes to Carter. On the wing, Bane fires for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Now George. Still no points. Basket's good.
There's the athleticism from George, getting loose out there.
Outside Carter. Ben Carroll passes to Carter. Outside Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner looking it over. No good from outside.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Here's Edgecombe, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Over Bane, again Philadelphia.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Orlando trailing here. Outside Carter. Outside Bane, the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Maxey. Back to Embiid. Pass to Maxey. There's the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Picked by Carter. Shot to stop the run. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. George passes to Embiid. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. De Silva's checked in for Orlando. Pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva. Wagner outside. And here's Bane. Clock at 6. Back to Wagner. The three. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Pass to Oubre from the arc. The rebound by Carter. Magic trail by 7. Here's De Silva. George defending. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Paul George.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Orlando shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he drops the first. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Watford's checked in for Lowry. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
And the dunk by Wagner.
And look at Wagner get out in transition to make sure they convert.
And here's George. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to Oubre. Let's go with a 3. Orlando with a rebound. Now here's Carter. Back to Wagner. Here's De Silva. George defending. Outside Carter. Just 4 to shoot. That shot is off. Good D by Watford. Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside Grimes. Back to George. Launches it. It's rebounded by Wagner. George has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Pass to Carter. 3-pointer. Paul George pulls it in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 1:41 left to play in the first. To the inside. And that one's good. Bona. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Yeah, really nice feel from George. Making the correct decision in a 2-man game.
Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Carter. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Watford outside. And 1:01 left in the opening quarter. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. Walker comes in for George. And Terry subbed in for Watford. Then for Orlando, Wagner's checked in for Carter. Banchero comes in for Wagner. And Howard has subbed in for Desmond Bane. Now here's Banchero. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. It's good. Philadelphia shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. Outside Walker. Back to Grimes. Embiid, a screen on Carter. Here's Grimes. Nails it from beyond the arc. Grimes has got 5 now.
Yeah, defensively, you just have to be better than that. You know he's a very good three-point shooter.
Wagner with a screen. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter, good.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Outside Grimes. Pass to Embiid. Walker for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Philadelphia. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second quarter of this play-in tournament matchup. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
Now here's Embiid. 6 to shoot. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. Left side Richardson. Here's De Silva. Wagner finds Banchero. Over Oubre. Banchero no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Embiid against Wagner. Embiid, a screen on Richardson. For 3, Lowry. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando trailing here. Here's De Silva, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. The 76ers shooting a fantastic 57%. Outside Edwards. Pass to Lowry. Embiid, a screen on Richardson. Count it. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Hey, you gotta love Lowry's work ethic on offense. Looking for any chance to make some points.
Oubre against Banchero. Using his size, Banchero gets by inside. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Now here's Banchero. 23 points his last outing. Aggressive in the lane, Banchero.
I mean, 6'10", about 250, Banchero imposing his will inside.
Lowry surveys the D. Pass to Embiid. Outside Edwards. Here's the three. Orlando grabs the miss. Outside Richardson. And here's Banchero. He's covered by Oubre. Wagner for three. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Philadelphia moving it around. Outside Oubre. Takes a three. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, and Embiid is smart to keep his options open. No reason he has to complete every play.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Edwards. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Lowry. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Jalen Suggs comes in for Richardson. Banchero against George. Banchero in the post. Knocked away. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Back to George. And here's Grimes. George outside. 5 on the clock. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
De Silva, nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
George outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Wagner. And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. Suggs with it. He's got 5. Wagner outside. Banchero against George. Suggs right side. Shoots over Maxey. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
A solid jump shooter. Now the defense has to get up on Suggs or that's going to happen.
Now Maxey. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Pass to Embiid. Lets the three fly. He can't hit that time. Orlando leading. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you guys.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Maxey, that's good.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Pass to De Silva. Now Banchero. George defending. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Orlando. The free throw drops for Banchero. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Free throw good. Wagner. Batase's checked in for Banchero. And both free throws good for Wagner.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
76ers trail by 4. And he lobs it up top. Wagner with a steal. Bane with it. Picked up by Embiid. And the Magic pushing it up now. Fires the 3. And Bane with the 3. Bane's got 8.
Yeah, tremendous body control from Bane. The pull-up is an impossible shot to defend.
Up top, Embiid. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up. Here's Orlando. They're on a 12-4 run. Wagner looking it over. Back to Suggs. Outside Bane. Shot clock at 6. Over Edgecombe. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. He's got 10.
Yeah, really, Bane is more of an inside or outside guy. He has to adjust for the mid-range.
Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid packs it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Outside Bane. Back to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now. And here's George. 5 points in the game. That three's off the mark.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
On the wing, Bane. Suggs outside. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Suggs has got 5 points in the quarter.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Now here's George. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Pass to Edgecombe. And the layup is good. Edgecombe's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Outside Bane. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Orlando.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Bonus checked in for the Sixers. Barlow comes in for Oubre, then for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Batase, and Banchero subbed in for Wagner. '76ers trail by 9. Pass to Barlow. Now Maxey, beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. Maxey's got 8.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Now here's Maxey. Give him 8 points now. Steps back and fires. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Man, that's just fantastic use of the mid-range by Maxey.
Outside Bane. From downtown. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Maxey passes to Barlow. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half of basketball. Maxey, that's good.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so here is Orlando after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Bane, the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
It does this team a lot of good when Carter is that assertive. They need him to put pressure on the D and force mistakes.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Falls for Carter. 1:22 left in the second quarter. Here's Barlow. No points yet. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Suggs. Outside Bane. From outside the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Barlow. George passes to Maxey. Back to George. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Banchero.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy. And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent. Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Come get it, come get it.
Bane, the pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Orlando Magic closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Orlando Magic.
Coming in, this looked like an even matchup on paper, but on the floor, mismatch. These guys are putting the wood to them.
Yeah, they seem to want it more so far, but there's still another half.
Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. With the lead they hold in this game, Shaq, the 7th seed within reach.
Can't feel that good about it. Even if they win, they have a long road ahead of them in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Shaq, they can't be worried about that right now. All they can do is win tonight.
Shaq looking more at the big picture, it appears. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And welcome back to the action in the third quarter of this all-important play-in game. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
'76ers trail by 7. Maxey with it. Pass to Embiid. Just just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And Banchero gets it to go.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
They set the screen. Here's George. That shot, no good.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Carter finds Suggs. Now Bane. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Pass to Barlow. Now here's Embiid. He's checked by Carter.
Oh, nice. Wow! Woo, that was big time. I mean, a dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy can fly.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Out left to the wing. Now here's Bane. Six on the shot clock. Suggs outside. From behind the arc. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Embiid. The rebound by Carter. Orlando leading by 10. Now Banchero. Banchero leaking out and finishing.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
George outside. There's a screen. Three-pointer. That one is off.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Edgecombe. Maxey with a screen on Bane. Back to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. 7 points in the game. Here's Embiid. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. From deep, Bane. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Barlow. He's scoreless. Embiid, a screen on Banchero. Clock at 6. Pass to Embiid. Oh, Embiid ignores the contact and converts.
Oh, clock dwindling, but it doesn't bother Embiid. He knows he can find a shot anytime.
Here's Bane. Now here's Suggs. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Maxey. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Suggs the bucket on the assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists now in this one. George passes to Embiid. George outside. Pass to Embiid. And the shot's good. And now 24 points for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Now here's Wagner. Banchero surveys. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
That free throw, no good.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
The 76ers making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. Good on the second one.
He gets to the line a lot. Banchero knows that and works on those shots at practice.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Back to you.
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Outside Maxey to the paint. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Now Suggs. He's got 15. Outside Bane. To the middle. Carter, good. Carter's got 7 points in the game.
And just excellent work by Carter Jr. He's used to having to overcome tough defense like this.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. George finds Embiid. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Embiid's got 12 points here in the second half.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Here's Edgecombe. 7 points in the game. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Launches a three. Sends it home from three-point land. 10 points for him.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Now Wagner. Outside Bane. 6 to shoot. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Bane's got 8 here in this quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Orlando leading by 12. Carter, the pass to Bane. Inside. Deflects the pass. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And Embiid throws it down.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. look to shoot it often from outside the arc, and the results have been outstanding.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, BA, for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
Yeah, look at Banchero putting his physicality to work, driving through contact right there.
Embiid, a screen on Carter. And it's Maxey missing. Magic leading by 14. Carter finds Banchero. Carter inside. Maxey covering. The kick out to Banchero. Oh, it's stolen away. Outside Grimes. Pass to Oubre. Now Embiid. Up and over Carter. Kicks it to George. Screen by Embiid. George, no good. Orlando's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Outside Bane. Banchero in the post. He's against Oubre. Carter can't get it to go. 76ers trail by 14. Down low. Here's Maxey. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. 14 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Picked by Carter. On the wing, Bane. Covered by Grimes. Bane, the pass to Carter. Banchero outside. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Pass to Embiid. Over Carter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Wendell Carter. He's had just 1 attempt at the line earlier. That free throw, no good. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Boy, that's going to be tough to copy that.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
Banchero outside. Wagner against Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Banchero. Rebound by Philadelphia. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
And here's Embiid. He's got 31. Here's Oubre. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got 5 assists tonight.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Wagner outside. Oubre against Banchero. There's a screen. Carter from outside. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Outside Grimes. Embiid against Wagner. And the basket by Embiid. Embiid's got 33 points.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Now here's Carter. 6 points for him. to the middle. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Banchero.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
And the basket by Embiid. 35 points for Joel Embiid.
There is no doubt he's been the dealer for them on offense, but he is going to need some support from his teammates.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. And he ends the quarter with a double-double, doing whatever his team needs. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we welcome you back as we head into the fourth quarter of this decisive play-in game. Pass to Batase. Now here's Suggs. He takes it in. And Batase throws it down.
Yeah, a reliable way to create for others. Suggs disrupts the coverage with the play and makes the pass.
Watford outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Suggs. And here's the fast break. Releases from 15. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Magic lead by 14.
They began the play with active defense, and they finished the play with active offense.
And that's why coaches hate live ball turnovers. Quite often, they lead to great opportunities the other way.
Now here's Embiid. 5 to shoot. Over Batase. Rebounded by Suggs. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Wagner. Inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You can't be overzealous guarding Suggs, because that's when you risk fouling him.
Shooting 2.
First one falls.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Terry's checked in for Watford. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 76ers trail by 16. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Batase against Embiid. A good-looking shot from the wing. Embiid's got 37.
Come on. I mean, what can you do defensively? Embiid is pretty much impossible to guard when his jumper is on.
Pass to Wagner. Wagner outside from deep. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid and the 76ers shooting 56% today. The shot by Terry, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Batase finds Suggs. Jacks up a 3. Kicks it out to Wagner. The 3 ball. Buries it from 3. And the Magic lead by 17.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now here's Oubre. And stolen by Suggs. Wagner outside. Suggs outside. Pass to Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
76ers trail by 19. Here's Terry. Embiid, a screen on Wagner. Now Embiid. This one for three. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. De Silva can't hit that one. The 76ers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Grimes. And another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Orlando. They're on an 11-2 run. Kicks it out to Wagner. Now here's Suggs. To the paint. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got his 4th assist with that last one. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And some changes here for the 76ers. Paul George, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Maxey in for Terry. Then for Orlando, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Banchero comes in for Wagner. And it's Bane in for Wagner. Grimes up top, guarded by Bane. Pass to George. The three. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Orlando leading by 21. Suggs outside. Banchero with a screen on Maxey. The 3 from Suggs. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Suggs. Outside Bane. Here's Banchero. George defending. With the fadeaway. Banchero no good. 76ers trail by 19. Right side Oubre. It's George on the wing. From the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Outside Bane. They set a pick. Pass to Banchero. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Suggs against Maxey, and stolen by Suggs. Into the lane, and that one is stuffed right through.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Embiid. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Edgecombe, he's checked in for the Sixers. And a change for the Magic. Wagner's checked in. The free throw drops for Embiid. Orlando with the ball. Suggs with it. Wagner outside. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Suggs with a screen on Oubre. Wagner for three. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And you can't be too physical with how you guard Wagner. That's asking for trouble.
3 shots. 3 shots.
Free throw good. Wagner.
Yeah, a very energetic player. Franz Wagner always seems to be searching for his next chance to impact the game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Barlow's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. So it's Philadelphia now. Now Maxey. George outside. Fires from deep. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. And here's Bane. To the inside. Embiid with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. And stolen by Suggs. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A bigger guard, Suggs fearless inside.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Suggs. Suggs hits them both. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. Outside Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. Barlow passes to Embiid. Oh, and a dunk by Embiid.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Pass to Bane. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Up top, Embiid. He's checked by Carter. Embiid inside. Carter's there. Embiid misses. Magic leading by 18. Inside. Embiid with a steal. Maxey against Wagner. Outside Maxey. Embiid inside. He's checked by Carter. Embiid misses. The Magic have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. From deep, Banchero. And it's slammed in by Carter.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
George passes to Embiid. No good there. Oh, nice D from Carter. The Magic have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Banchero, no good on that one. The 76ers have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Pass to Barlow. Embiid against Carter. And George with the basket on the assist by Embiid.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
Suggs outside. And here's Banchero. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Banchero's got 29.
Yeah, when it's all clicking, Banchero is dangerous. Look at what he's done so far.
There's a screen. George for three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Wagner outside. Banchero outside. Clock at 4. And that one drops. Banchero's got 9 points now in the quarter.
A combination of brute force and skill on the interior. Paolo Banchero.
The jump hook. Oh, the nice bucket inside from Embiid.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Magic.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And for the 7 seed, all signs pointing to the postseason. You love how they've come in and executed.
Yeah, great game plan and great communication at both ends. They might be a tough out going forward.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Paolo Banchero.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Now here's Grimes. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
And just a shrewd pass by Lowry. He has a gift for seeing what's happening on the floor and finding shooters.
Here's De Silva. Pass to Wagner. Carter from outside. Pure from three-point range.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
30 seconds left in the final quarter. Wagner with a screen on Lowry. Lowry against Carter. Pass to De Silva from downtown. Rebound by the 76ers. Lowry outside. And there it is. The Orlando Magic come away with a huge win, securing their slot in the first round of the NBA playoffs. That's what you expect from a 7 seed, and it's what they expected of themselves.
You're right. I mean, they came in upset. Couldn't nab the 6th seed to avoid all this. They used that frustration, though, to ensure they wouldn't have to play another game in this play-in tournament.
And that's all from us. One thing is for certain. These play-in tournament games have added some late-season drama. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.